Are on the board here in this first quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet, see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll look to throw here. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Throwing again is Watson. Looking for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I talked with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
The sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 20 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. And out across midfield, down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
51. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Put up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the card.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Watson now to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Right there.
Third and long. It's Watson. That one caught by Gibson. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Defense, set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check, 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 check. Hey, alert. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey. Come on.
Watson just beating the play clock. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, well, the pressure gets to him again.
That's how we do it.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
They'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
This is brought in at the 21. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He does have the 1 interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1.
Every single time.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Mike, who's it? Mike 54. I got him.
To throw is Watson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
To throw is Watson. Throwing again. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season.
Another time now.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. It's complete. Stills. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver, because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. Watson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Now it's Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. We have hit halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, take him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Harold Landry getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
55's Mike, guys, 55. So we got man. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Watson. It's complete to Fuller. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 45 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Back to throw, Watson. This is brought in by Gibson. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Watson. This is caught. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Again, it's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Devin McCourty brings him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
yeah, absolutely,
who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Watson. Going deep here for Stills. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. Eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Malcolm Butler dialed the corner blitz and earned the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Looking to throw. Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
55, Mike, got 55. Henry, 55.
Watson now throwing on 3rd and long. That is caught inside the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. And he is just one reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like that.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4.
Back to throw. Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Check 24, check 24. Mike's 54. Mike.
Looking to throw. Watson. Buying time to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
On 4th down, Watson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2nd and 5. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, It's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up on a USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Got a man, it's Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Right here, right here.
Throwing now, Watson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
54. Too little, cupcake. 54.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Open man is Kirk, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught. Smith. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Yeah. Hey, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. This is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna